What's up, guys? Exley's on the NFL. I'm Tony, Stephen. I don't think we've said that for a little bit. We just presume everybody knows who we are. Wild card weekend was a wild card weekend. I just run my toe over.
There was a couple of teams that got destroyed.
Couple of teams that got destroyed is unreal. I've actually got it up, right? Denver Broncos got banged out. I think, to be fair, they've done really well just getting to the playoffs.
I mean, if Bo Nick was a rookie, his team isn't the best. He's got a good group to work on for next year, but I think they've done well to get where they were.
Yeah, he's definitely a winner for the Broncos, I think. Bo Nix definitely is a rookie, isn't he? I'm not imagining that.
Yeah. He's 100% a rookie. He got picked this year.
He did, didn't he? Yeah, mate. I don't know what's going on. My brain's like fuffuggled. They got beat 31. Green Bay.
Yeah, they
banged out hard. Was not an enjoyable game for me. I did when I text you and said, that's it, I'm going to bed just before like the fourth quarter. I actually didn't and just watched a little bit more. I think there was 5 minutes left and I did catch up in the morning and watch it. Mate, that was a horrible game to watch.
It didn't get any better for you.
Defensively, we done really well, I think, just to keep you got the 22. Offensively, the only person that played any real game for me was Josh Jacobs. I mean, we ended up losing 5 players in total, 4 injuries, and our nose guard got taken out because he had too many frigging penalties. By fuck, was that an annoying game to watch. I was so frustrated. Anyway, and then Vikings got banged out as well, 9-27.
I didn't expect.
I thought the Vikings were going to walk all over them and just, but no, the Rams.
I figured the Rams might take it. I didn't think they were going to bounce them like that because the Rams won like their last 7 games or something. So I knew they were on a hot streak.
Yeah.
And as everyone knows in the NFL, that counts a lot for winning games in playoffs and stuff.
Yeah.
But I didn't expect that score.
No. Sam Darnold got sacked 9 times, I believe.
Which is ridiculous.
Which is absolutely bonkers, in my opinion. But anyone to get sacked that many times. But yeah. So the scores ended up being Chargers 12, Texans 32, Steelers 14, and Ravens 28. What is that about?
I mean,
Steelers are so hot and cold, aren't they, really?
They lost like their last 4 games, though. So
Broncos 7, Bills 31, Packers 10, Eagles 22. You smile every time you see that score. Commanders 23, Bucks 20. That is a crazy.
That was one of the better games of the weekend, I will say.
Vikings 9, Rams 27. Jaden Daniels had more passing touchdowns than sacks taken when facing pressure on that game.
Yeah.
So when pressured versus the Bucks, it was 7-12, 97 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, and a passer rating of 124, 1 sack taken. That's freaking bonkers.
What I will say is that you can make a case for Jaden Daniels being Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, he is a rookie. He has led his team to the playoffs in his first year, who were notoriously bad for the last few seasons. They were a dumpster fire. Now, the coach, all the coaches, the rookie quarterback, and everyone has just pulled this team together, got them to the playoffs. I don't think they're going to the next round after divisional because they got the Lions. But
yeah, the Lions are going to do what the Lions do and seem to steam them over.
They won their wild card weekend against the Buccaneers.
Yeah, that is crazy. Baker Mayfield is a different kind of a QB, in my opinion.
He is, and he whooped the Eagles last year.
Yeah,
and he beat us this year, I believe. I believe he was one of the only 2 or 3 teams that beat us.
I'm sure.
I can't remember. I'm sure it was the Buccaneers and the Falcons.
I'm just looking at the statistics from that game. Commanders had 350 passing yards, total yards. Bucks had 284. Gross yards passing 268 for the Commanders, 185 for the Bucks. 82 rushing yards for Commanders, 101 for the Bucks. So statistically, they're on a similar sort of. They're not too far apart.
But I mean, it was literally 23-20. You could tell that whole game was a fight for both of them, and it ended. Did you see it?
I watched the quick replay. I haven't had chance to watch the whole game.
I watched the game 40, and it ended on a doinking field goal.
I did see that. Yes, that was really good.
Wild.
It was a wild card weekend. Wild.
I think I kind of expected the Chargers Houston game to go to Houston. Didn't expect the score to be. I think the Chargers are definitely a better team this year than they were last.
Yeah.
I mean, they made it to the divisional round, but I just don't think they had enough to get through the divisional round one way or the other. I just don't think I didn't expect the Texans to beat them that much.
No, I didn't think it was going to be as high as it was. That's really good. Really good.
Yeah.
Really good.
I think Texans are going to go. I don't know if they're going to beat the Chiefs, though.
No, I was just looking at divisional round. Chiefs, what the fuck? Chiefs and Texans. Lions, Washington. I think the Chiefs are going to win. The Lions are going to win. Rams and Eagles are a little bit for me.
Yeah, we beat them this year, but we didn't beat them by a lot, from what I remember.
I mean, now I am rooting for the Eagles because obviously
37-20, so it wasn't a blowout or anything.
Buffalo versus Ravens.
That's going to be an interesting one.
Yeah, they're still.
Could be.
I'm still seeing that Lamar and Josh Allen are favored for MVP.
Yeah, they just dropped Saquon on that.
Yeah.
No surprise.
If they do pick a quarterback, I think it should be Jaden Daniels. Rookie of the year.
So do I, to be honest. Because of what he's done with that
so well in his rookie year. In his rookie year is unbelievable.
He's got to at least take rookie of the year.
100%. Yeah. Where they were to begin with, to where they are now in the divisional round, going against
they finished the season 12-5.
Can you imagine if they take out the Lions?
Oh mate, if Jane Daniels and the Commanders take out the Lions, MVP. Sure. What I do think is interesting though is both the Lions and the Chiefs, one of each team's only 2 losses is to the Bills.
I know. Imagine.
The Bills and the Lions in the Super Bowl would be epic.
That would be really good. But
I don't know who's going to win out of Ravens.
No, I can't. I can't decide who I would back on that. I mean,
I'm backing Buffalo, but I don't know if Josh is going to do it.
No. Yeah. If it was Bills, Lions, I would back the Bills purely because I don't want Packers NFC North fucking rivals fucking beating the Packers, winning the Super Bowl. It's just not going to fly for me. We'll move on to any news that you've got, mate. We're only 10 minutes in. This is going to be like the fastest podcast we've ever done in the history of podcasting for us.
It's because the rounds are getting shorter. There's a lot less games.
Yeah, I mean, off we got.
And a lot of teams are already gone off on holiday, so there's not many players doing a lot that aren't in the playoffs.
4 games left. That is it.
We did lose Nakobe Dean towards Teller.
Yow, that's not a good thing to tear, I would imagine, in any way, shape, or form.
So he's been marked as out for the playoffs. Zach Bourne will go in as play caller, I believe. He usually does it when Nakobe Dean's out. Yeah, and they're going to rotate Oren Brooks and Jeremiah Charles Jr. for linebacker.
Hang on. While you're talking about that,
I did see a clip. It looks like Zach Bourne's going to get an extension.
Oh, really?
A new contract, yeah.
Nice.
I saw a clip of Jason Kelsey's new show.
Yeah.
He had Howie Roseman, the GM of the Eagles, on, and he sort of said,
really?
"What did you say to Zach Bourne about his Pro Bowl?" And apparently, truthfully, he said to him, because Zach Bourne said, "Did you ever think when it was put into my contract bonus for getting to the Pro Bowl, I'd get here?" And apparently, Howie Roseman said to him, "Fuck no." So just remember that. Just remember that when it comes to your contract.
Yeah. I can't even.
It looks
find
like we've got him.
No. So Jaden Reed was taken off the field for upper arm. This is the Packers Eagles game. I couldn't remember the injuries list. Jaden Reed, upper arm, shoulder. Christian Watson tore his ACL in week 18. Elton Jenkins suffered a shoulder injury in the game. Romeo Dobbs even needed another concussion evaluation. That was a hard-fought game. Real hard-fought game.
That was a very physical game.
Very physical, yeah. Saquon was trying to get his runs in, and Josh Jacobs was trying to get runs in. Yeah. Any news?
Not a whole lot. One thing I did notice that was quite interesting, and I'd almost forgotten about it most of the year. Detroit and Rams are both in to divisional round. It's quite wild. Goff doing so well with Detroit, and Matthew Stafford doing so well with the Rams. Yet they both come from the opposite team.
It's weird, isn't it?
Was with the Lions. Goff was with the Rams. They traded each QB to the other team, and they've had much more success.
When did that happen? Beginning of this season?
No, this was a couple of years ago, like 2020, end of 2020, beginning of 2021.
That's why I don't remember it. I only recently, like the last couple of years, started getting deep into it and looking at all this sort of stuff.
Yeah, because the line, I can't remember which way it went, but either way, when they were traded, Matthew Stafford in his season with the Rams then took the Rams on to the Super Bowl, and they won the Super Bowl.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I did see that he's got one ring.
Yeah.
Snow is expected this Sunday in Philly for the Rams-Eagles game.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah. Mike McCarthy's out of Dallas.
Yeah, I was going to bring that up as well. Which is ironic, because Jerry Jones was saying that they were going to get him a contract.
Yeah, that they weren't. But from what I can understand, neither parties wanted to discuss a contract. Like, he must have just been done with the way.
Yeah, he's done with Jerry's shit.
Yeah, done with the way the franchises run and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, 100%. Like, at the end of the day, I mean, if you look back on just this season, he paid Dak, 260 million, paid CeeDee Lamb like 180, 200 million.
Yeah.
They blind their team for the entire season because they got on giant windows in this $1 billion stadium.
Yeah.
He goes on telly and says nothing can be done about it. They have that Mike Tyson fight in the stadium. Bits of the roof literally fall off the stadium.
I think I'd be done. The Cowboys.
I wouldn't be surprised if Dak tries to look for a way out.
Cowboys have gone 7-10 this season. They didn't make the playoffs. Last season, the Packers knocked them out in the wild card.
Yeah.
Was it division? Yeah, it's wild card. Then we went out in the divisional round. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's absolutely bonkers. Mate, I've got X open on another window. Have you seen the video going around about the Eagles fan giving the Packers fan shit or something?
Yeah, I seen that. And the one thing I will say is it doesn't represent all Philly fans, not even most Philly fans.
That's all I've seen.
And I've heard, because I follow a lot of Philly stuff, that the Eagles have banned the guy for life.
Yeah, that's exactly what I just said.
The company he worked for has fired him, so he's real fucked up. And apparently, the Eagles organization is getting a load of Packers fan gear and sending it to her.
Nice. Well, nice that they're doing that. Not that she was called the names and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, from what I can see, they're right up out of the way, like in the fucking the nosebleeds sort of thing. So the organization wouldn't have necessarily known anything had happened
Yeah.
until that video came out. And either way, it's unacceptable. You don't have to be an asshole like that for no reason.
No, it's a game. Like, we love our teams, we love the sport. There's no need to treat people with disrespect like that and just give them shit for the sake of giving them shit. Fuck's sake. Eagles won. Packers lost. That's bad enough on its own.
But I will say from the game, did you see Dallas Goddard got the angry run scepter?
No, I didn't see
Did you
that.
see his? Did you see him stiff arm your defender?
Yes, I seen that. Yeah, that was just like bosh.
Well, he run into him, then stiff armed him twice. But have you seen the clip from it? Because he was mic'd up.
No, I haven't seen that. You'll have to send that one to me.
Yeah, I'll send that later. But he said that the second one was unnecessary for sure. I had to slow down and let the defender come get some.
Yeah, I seen that. I've maybe seen a picture of it, and that was just captioned that.
Yeah, which was quite funny.
Matthew Stafford wasn't fazed by Minnesota's pass rush. The Vikings sent 5+ on 52% of Stafford's dropbacks, their fourth highest blitz rate in a game this season. Stafford went blitz, 10-14, 156 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 sack taken, 131 passer rating. Easy, man. I'm just like scrolling my phone, seeing this as we're talking.
There was quite a lot of blitzing this weekend.
A lot of blitzing. Everyone was trying to
Packers
stop
done a lot
anyone.
of blitz.
Yeah, because everyone's trying to stop the run game. That's what most teams have gone with this season, is the run game.
Well, I mean, you look at it, Josh Jacobs, Saquon Barkley, and Derrick Henry, 3 of the league's top rushers were all playing this weekend.
Yeah, you don't want them to get that.
I seen,
I did see that, and I can't believe it, to be quite honest with you.
But what I will say about that is it's good to see someone retiring as opposed to being fired.
100%. We don't.
Everyone that's been fired the last few weeks is the same. So to see someone just deciding to retire instead is quite good, I think.
If I believed everything I've seen on Facebook, Jordan Love's getting fired, which I'm almost 377,000% sure he's not getting fired after this season. No. It's his second frigging season as a star, so I'm not.
And this is the second season he's taken them to the playoffs.
Yeah. I am going to say that there is speculation that Jair Alexander won't be coming back.
I've seen something about that.
He refused to take interviews. He declined to speak to the media. Jair says he has nothing good to say and is uninterested in talking. It appears his time in Green Bay is over. So maybe he is leaving, maybe he isn't leaving. He's pissed off. He's injured. I don't know. We'll find out at the beginning of the next season, I suppose, or unless we see something come up that is definite that he's leaving.
I think the next month or so is going to be what tells the story of that.
Yeah, it's nothing. I'm not.
I don't think anything's going to come out for the next couple of weeks.
No.
Because they're going to do exit interviews. There's all sorts of stuff that's going to be done over the next few weeks and stuff. Their season's over. So we won't know on that one for a few weeks.
No. I mean, I don't want him to go because I think he's a good cornerback, but we've got this far and he's been out since week 14 or 15, I think. Maybe.
Yeah, he's been out a while, hasn't he?
Yeah. Look. NFL coaching update. The Raiders are reportedly closing in on Lions' Ben Johnson for their next head coach. Don't know enough about him.
I was going to say, I don't know if that's a good or a bad choice. I've seen Browns have reached an agreement with assistant coach Tommy Rees as an OC. He was a Notre Dame star QB and became one of the NFL's youngest coordinators at 32. Previously had stints at Notre Dame and Alabama as an OC/QB coach before joining Kevin Stefanski's staff last year.
All right. Is that Rams?
Browns.
Oh, fuck it. Browns could do with something of everything, couldn't they, really?
They could definitely do with major help. Offense, defense, I mean, just all-round coaching stuff.
Yeah. Did you see the thing going around Devontae Adams saying that the Packers could do with some more wide receiver help?
That's some irony.
Yeah. Xavier McKinney responded on Twitter saying, "Man, pull back up." So people are wanting Devontae Adams back.
They don't want him back.
Don't know. We'll see.
He was so quick to leave because Aaron Rodgers asked him to leave. Why would you want him back?
Think he's. I think.
Yeah, but if you know someone's going to be that quick to leave because a friend's left,
Yeah.
why would you want to take him back?
I
Do you know
don't
what I
think
mean?
he'd come back anyway. It's just stuff, isn't it, that you
Yeah.
see online and people are taking out of context. Do you know what I mean? Go on.
He's
Go
going to
on.
have a new team, I think, but
Hang on. Trending. Packers head coach Matt LaFleur says he's looking for QB Jordan Love to become more of a vocal leader for the team moving forward. He said at his press conference. I didn't see that. They all respect him, but I think when things aren't quite right, I think he can voice that as well.
yeah, I think that's one thing they have to learn though, is to, if something's going wrong, just this isn't right. We need to fix this.
Yeah, definitely.
Which happened with the Eagles, I believe, earlier this year.
With Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, because we had a real early bye, didn't we? We had a week 5 bye.
Yeah. And then he came back different.
Yeah, before the bye, we were 2-2.
Yeah.
And then we finished the season 14-3.
Yeah.
So we only lost one of the rest of our games.
Yes, they done really well. I think hopefully this is
him and all the O-line sort of sat down and said had a conversation about it with Sierra and said, look, we need to focus on the run game. And get things going. And so if your QB does it right, in a respectful way though, not just throw a tantrum, then it can really help the whole team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. I actually don't have too much because if you follow us on Instagram or TikTok and all that sort of stuff, everything is on there from bursting news that we have seen. As soon as we see it, we put it up.
But lately it's been happening so fast, you can't wait a week for the podcast.
Yeah, exactly. So if you're not, follow us on Exley's on the NFL or Exley's NFL. I think it's Exley's NFL. I'm terrible.
I should really know this, but I don't. Jesus, that's bad.
Exley's NFL podcast.
There you go.
Exley's NFL podcast.
Irony is I set it up.
I know, right? Yeah, because you'll see everything on there before we get to here, and by the time we've got to here, it's probably one and done. Deion Sanders apparently Cowboys head coach. Who fucking knows anymore?
I don't think that's going to happen, to be honest. I could see why they would like it to happen, but you would need to take Shador, I reckon, for him to go, and there would need to be big contract.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And I don't think Jerry wants that.
No, he doesn't want to pay any more money, does he?
I've seen the Texans waived wide receiver Deontay Johnson.
Yeah, I seen that. That was crazy. We were just talking about, going off on a tangent. Which team won the Matthew Stafford, Jared Goff trade, right? Lions received Jared Goff, Jahmyr Gibbs, Sam Laporta, Jameson Williams, Ute Melifunfu, or whatever his Broderick Martin, Josh Pascal.
Yeah, so the reason they got all those is because when the trade was done, it was for Goff and two first round picks for the 23, 24, or 22 and 23, and a third round, I believe, for
That's what the Rams got.
21 draft. Yeah,
that's what the Rams got. Yeah, on this it just says Rams received Matthew Stafford,
and of course because Matthew Stafford was really hot at the time, and obviously the Lions have been so bad historically. They were essentially looking for that draft capital to do something with.
Yeah, and now they got Jared Goff. It's fucking mad, isn't it?
And a whole insane team who just. What I don't understand about the Lions this year is they seem to keep finding. So they've had insane defensive players.
Yeah.
They go down, like Aiden Hutchinson broke his fucking fibula or something, and they've almost replaced him with someone just as nuts.
It's mad, isn't it? It's crazy. I don't know how they do it. They fall in roses, come out smelling of shit. No? Fall in shit, come out smelling of roses. What the fuck?
It's been insane. Bloody Hutch is near enough ready to come back.
It's crazy. I don't understand it. Chicago Bears, we have completed an interview with head coach candidate Arthur Smith. He's got Steelers stuff on. Do you know who he is?
I've heard of him. I can't remember. One thing I've just remembered, apparently, Jerry Jones wants to interview Robert Saleh for the head coach gig.
Really?
Yeah, that's one thing I saw the other day,
That could be interesting.
which I could see that probably working. But I do think part of the problem is Jerry Jones is trying to be owner and GM at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, they need to get a GM.
He needs to give up being GM.
Yeah, definitely. That's why Bill Belichick had to leave. Can't be head coach and GM at the same time. It's going to be the same. You can't be owner and GM at the same time. Doesn't work. You can't juggle two jobs. You're fighting against yourself pretty much.
And I think that's why it's fallen apart the last few years.
Yeah, definitely.
Because they'll do good things as a team, but then when it comes to contracts or retaining players or something, Jerry Jones is like, no, I don't want to pay.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, I'll pay you and I'll pay you, but we're leaving it till the absolute last minute.
Yeah.
So we can't do anything with any
That's
other
how it
money.
works. That is how it works.
Jerry's too focused on spending the pennies at the last second. I mean, you look at every other team with good GMs, like the Eagles this year. Yeah. We've found some absolute diamonds. I mean, Zach Bourne.
Yeah.
He was like a 1 year, $1 or $2 million deal. Yeah. He played special teams for 4 years in New Orleans. We took him for like $1 million or $2 million for 1 year. And I think he's one of the, if not the highest rated linebacker this season.
I wouldn't be surprised. He's a fucking animal. Yeah,
but we got him for an absolute steal.
Might not be a steal when it comes to contract renewal, though.
Mike Tyson, yes.
Hang on. The Giants have fired defensive passing game coordinator, DB coach, Jerome Henderson. Sources say Henderson have been with the team since Joe Judge's first season in 2020.
Saw something about that just jumped on.
Pardon?
But I saw something about that just before we jumped on.
Safeties coach Michael Tirera was also let go. Oh, everyone's having a clear out, isn't they?
But they've kept Vrabel.
Pardon?
They've kept Mike Vrabel, as the Giants have.
Wait.
Because they're reportedly happy with him, but they haven't had a playoff season. Hold on.
This is from yesterday. Cowboys have agreed to terms with Deion Head Sanders as their new head coach. Sanders departs Colorado after 2 years.
Brian Daboll, Giants head coach, assumed the role in 2022. They have done very badly in those 2 years.
Yeah, they have. I don't know. I don't have anything else. I'm stumped now because it's that time of year. Do you have anything?
I don't. One thing I will say is I think there's going to be a few head coaches jobs filled in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, I will have that to put into this, but playoff weekend.
But yeah, I think this weekend's going to be the interesting one. I think the ones to really watch are going to be Buffalo and Baltimore.
Yeah,
and Detroit and Washington. I think they're going to be possibly the more exciting. Especially the Washington-Detroit game, because they don't like to punt. Neither team likes to punt.
No.
Or to take field goals. They usually go for it on fourth down.
I think I'm definitely going to watch that game.
So that's going to be an interesting one. I'm not sure about Houston KC one.
What?
Obviously, I'm watching the Philly game.
Yeah. That's 8-1.
Just hoping that they... Did you notice there wasn't a lot of passing for Philly?
Yeah, they didn't really pass too much. It was more rushing.
Yeah, and loads of people were complaining, saying it was Jalen. But so there's a guy I follow on Twitter who breaks down like teach tape stuff after the fact. And he was showing a lot of times when Jalen goes to pass, your defenders manned everybody. No one was open. Yeah,
but that's what I was saying, that the Packers their defense was a lot better than the offense. Our defense was much better. Saquon Barkley is a heavy rusher. He's obviously really good at his job. Do you know what I mean? And you got the front line trying to stop that. You need everyone else to man cover, because if Jalen Hurts does throw, he throws like the long ball. They don't Philly don't seem to, in my opinion, do short and sweet little couple of yards stompers, because that's what Saquon Barkley does. He does all the
Yeah, I mean, if
short
they're
rushing.
going short throws, it's to Dallas Goddard.
Yeah.
He is
No,
yeah. Well, you see what happens if they throw short and he just decides he's going for something.
Yeah.
He's going for it. But yeah, it does tend to be more medium to deep ball for throwing. So if you're gonna try and take
there's-
passing away, that's what you got to do.
got man cover. Yes. Right. I don't have anything else. I think I'm
Yeah, that's
done.
we'll
Next
see what
week.
happens next week.
Yes. Keep the energy. Keep it hyped. Right. I am done. See you next week.